The American railroads of the 19th century, the very lifelines that sustained a young nation. Today, with 18-wheelers, interstate highways, and jumbo jetliners, it's sometimes easy to forget just how important the rails were to everyday life in the 1800s. Trains carried food, the news, supplies, and of course, people. It was the fastest way to get from here to there, and the most efficient way of transporting bulk goods and materials. The Gettysburg, Pennsylvania of the 19th century was just like any other community of the era. The railroad that ran through town was a vital link to the outside world. And in the summer of 1863, the outside world came calling. Ironically, it was not the railroad that brought an estimated 175,000 soldiers to this small Adams County, Pennsylvania town, but trains and the railroad would play an important role in the legendary Battle of Gettysburg and the events that would follow, whether it was the massacre in the railroad cut near an area that would become known as Iverson's Pits, or the tracks that led a president to the scene of his greatest and shortest speech. Trains still roll through Gettysburg, and those who ride the scenic rails on the Gettysburg Northern Railroad's pioneer lines will pass what is now known simply as the engine house. It's a nondescript, prefab building that really isn't all that old, but the land it sits on was once soaked with blood. In fact, some believe there are still unmarked graves throughout the property, and the owners of these long-forgotten final resting places are not resting in peace. During the next hour, we'll be granted exclusive access to the engine house, where Mark Nesbitt's Ghosts of Gettysburg team will conduct a paranormal investigation in a continuing search for things that go bump in the night. Strap yourself in because you're coming along for the ride. I'm Brad Christman, and this is Ghosts of Gettysburg 3, The Engine House.
They would hear orders being shouted. They would hear bugles. They would hear drums. They would hear men yelling and screaming.
He's a train man. He's been arguing with me to get your attention for the last 20 minutes.
All right, well, the train man, talk to us, please.
That voice-activated record light was pretty active there. You have a chatty one right now, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Patty, you picked up something here? Names?
Yeah, a lady. Her name was Tilly.
Tilly, would you do us a favor and come over and talk here with us?